Chat, I'm breaking my mouse. My mouse is double clicking again. I broke it again. Hi, chat. Good morning, chat. Are we live? Are we live on? No, I'm not done breaking things. Yep, we are live on YouTube, Twitch, Kick. Hello, chat. How you guys doing? We are here. We are on the Wrong Queen. Also, Josh is here bright and early since you guys decided to break him. So we are about a minute out from the showcase. I'm probably, now we're just gonna roll with it. I think this is pretty accurate. And they've just been showing fishing and Fallout this whole time. But how you doing, Joe? How you doing, Bon Cape? How are you guys doing? Are you ready for E3? Big lat day. Don't get me wrong, we got one voices and gaming tomorrow, but I felt like big day. There's a lat one with Microsoft. Then we got an outer world thing, cause I'm like, but we do have a PC gamer showcase as well at 2. So big announcement here is probably that Steam thing will probably be a thing, but only cloud gaming for Steam on Xbox. Game Pass is probably gonna come to my to Steam as well, so there's gonna be like a tab for Game Pass. Obviously Fallout fishing new because what we fishing. Either that got super loud. Like always, let me know how the audio is as we hopping into this. Let me know how it is. Yeah, if it's NVIDIA cloud gaming, it's cool. If it's Xbox cloud gaming, it iffy at best. We're probably gonna see something Halo related. We're gonna see gameplay of Guilds. We're gonna get a release date and probably a new trailer for Purple Dark. Fable not gonna be here at all. Fable is just gone. A tease for the Outer Wild stuff as well. And also we got new Exile. Is it Exile? No, this is Outer Wild, never mind. So we're doing that now. Also, hang on, I probably should stop recording, shouldn't I? Just in case Twitch reaction. But yeah, I guess before we get heavy into it, because we're gonna see this again later. But no Fable. I don't think we're gonna see anything Fable related. I think that's gonna be I think that is gonna be a thing for Gamecom will be Fable. And who knows, maybe we'll see that Clockwork game that was like Exile or whatever the name of that studio is that is making that. So I get depending on how much we want to try to push this though, because them games are very similar. I get kinda not really wanting more like wanted more Bioshock, and this is more that Fallout, so I do gotta say right away it does look way better than the 4th game, but nonetheless. And what are my other guesses? I did say Halo, like tease. Like I said, Guild War will probably get a gameplay demo similar to this at least. At least when it comes to the new guilds. I think we're gonna see something gameplay related for the new guilds, not the remaster. So like the one off of Emerging Days. But yeah, that is pretty much what I'm expecting out of this showcase. And like I said, I think the theme thing is gonna be cloud gaming only. Oh, is it third party at that point? You know, when you own like the majority of the game industry, is it third party? At this point, I feel like we're from Microsoft and what? Only third party like EA, Ubisoft, and then whatever the indies are doing. And that kind of like it. So, but I know they'll also have been, speaking of Ubisoft though, I know there have been things about Game Pass of like Assassin's Creed Shadow coming. I think that might happen. I could see Ubisoft being like, oh, we're doing a big Assassin's Creed push for Game Pass, especially with, you know, everything happening with Ubisoft in general right now. So, an adventure made for and maybe Splinter Cell. If we want to do a Ubisoft capability, maybe every year, knock on wood, maybe Splinter Cell. Splinter Cell was a big Xbox thing back in the day, so. Did I say everything we're gonna see a Game Pass day 1? World premiere. Okay, I don't think we're doing live stuff anymore, champ. I think we straight video at that point.
What's wrong?
Oh, DLC or expansion?
I've just been so depressed lately.
Yeah, is it DLC or is it a expansion to the talking gun game? Okay, sequel. It a sequel. We did not have skateboarding on platforming before. Honestly, I'm not surprised with the fourth game finally coming to a console that we will get a sequel to High on Life. So, wait, is it co-op now? Is that gonna be the big thing about this? Is it gonna be co-op? Yeah, is it publicly known? I don't know. I liked High on Life from what I played of it, but I didn't play enough. Like, I think I got about halfway before I stopped. So it's just like, and then not counting everything that happened with the Quaidle, you know, with everything that happened with him, with Rick and Morty, and I would say Community, but you know, the Community stuff is old new at that point. But I guess that would be the next thing. Like, is he still involved in this? Cause wasn't it was his studio who made the fourth one, right? It wasn't like shipped out type of thing.
Barely sentient. Scientists have done studies, and their brains are like half the size of ours.
But the Phantom was a sequel, was it? And then again, I get most of Phantom is outside the prequel stuff. But there you go, they're a legit sequel. Yeah, fuck Cloud Gaming. Look, the Cloud Game getting pushed. They got a Cloud Gaming tag now. They are gonna put that hard, and now how we're gonna get it on like Nintendo Switch and PC and or Steam. I mean, they're gonna be pushing Cloud Gaming a lot during this event. In-engine footage, also known as not functioning. Got it. Yeah, I don't know. Oh, this is the game we saw yesterday. What? Yeah, this is the game we saw yesterday. That like that RPG with the lady who had like telekinesis powers. That had, yeah, it is. It's literally that game. Yeah, we saw it yesterday. But yeah, I guess we see more. This is a different trailer though. Like the gameplay looked fine from what we saw. It literally does look like with the weight in it, look like if Hellblade had Jedi powers. That also don't look quite AAA and more like AA. Yeah, so there was some Unreal Engine stuff happening in the last trailer, like the environment clipping into itself. And a couple little pop-ins, so I get that point why we go with mainly CG for this trailer. I wonder, now thinking about it, chat, I wonder, like, the reason we saw gameplay of it yesterday and then today we seeing just CG. I wonder if CG sell better to the Xbox community from, like, the marketing point of view. I'm kind of curious. Wait, whoa. Whoa, Playtale, what the fuck? What? They didn't say jack shit about Playtale yesterday with that game. As I'm saying, you're bitching about fucking CG, literally the like game title get me. Fuck. Oh, god damn it. Whoa, okay, now we gotta go back and look at that gameplay now. That point why it looked AA, not AAA. Also, here you go, you got your handheld announcement, chat. Let's see. Is it full party? Or is it third party that just happen to have Game Pass on it? Okay, it have a button. Nope, it have all the things. It might be fourth party, maybe. I'm still curious. Oh, and WOG. Okay. I fucking called it. I said it would not be a Xbox handheld. I said it was gonna be a partnership with another handheld provider. Fucking nailed it, chat. Fuck you all. I know what I'm talking about. God damn it. The only thing I didn't have actual Xbox button on the damn thing, but still. Yeah, the literally WOG, like the net WOG, is gonna be able to play that bot game.
4 years.
I have been. How you doing, Wag? How you doing that morning? I have been saying for 4 fucking years, ever since the fucking rumor started. Also, there is some Silksong news, chat. Have fun with that. That can be the last Silk Song news you're gonna get for another decade. But I fucking called it. When no one will thought everybody like, oh, Xbox gonna make their own handheld. Like, no, they don't. They're gonna license it with someone else.
You've seen from us over the years.
And to my knowledge, isn't any X would know? Isn't a WOG like quote unquote the best PC handheld?
We deliver Game Pass, first on console, then on PC, and with cloud
I'm going
gaming.
to put SteamOS on it.
How can we give you even more freedom?
I need to ask X. Is that Dell?
Unify your gaming no matter where you buy or play.
Oh, here we go.
So we're building an
PlayStation
Xbox
and Twitch app.
designed for players, not locked to a single store or tied to one device.
Yep, time for play.
The Xbox Ally is an Xbox you can hold in your hands.
No,
Bring
it's not.
together the power of Xbox and the freedom of Windows.
Like, no, it's not.
On this Xbox, you can play games across your entire library, including all the Windows PC game stores, from Xbox and Battle.net to Steam, GOG, and Ubisoft Connect.
Yep.
And the highly anticipated Hollow Knight Silksong will be available at launch and in Game Pass when the Ally releases later this year.
Whoa!
In fact, every new game you see in
Dude, that
today's
mean we
show
got it. 10
will be
release
playable
date
on
for
the Xbox Ally.
Silksong? Chat, do you guys just get a release date for
We have always wanted
Silksong?
you to have the unique
It said holiday,
experience of
right?
Xbox on any screen.
If they're gonna be day one?
That's why we're investing in Xbox Play Anywhere. Whether you're playing on console, PC, smart TV,
Mobile.
or any Windows handheld like the new Xbox Ally, the Xbox experience roams with you. Your library, progression, friends, and achievements. There are over 1,000
don't worry, we're gonna have a
Xbox
lot of
Play Anywhere
PS3
games
flatback. Don't you
on
worry.
Xbox today. And every new game you see in today's show,
What? I thought you
from our
hated Phil.
partners and
I
our
thought you hated
studios,
Phil
is
Pencil.
Xbox Play
And you
Anywhere.
wanted him
And
demoted.
because it's Xbox,
Remember,
you will always
he
have
like
access to Game Pass.
he had now
With
over like a
diverse lineup
small
of games, from the
department. She
biggest
had the new head.
franchises to
At
critically
least
acclaimed
publicly
indie
had
hits.
anyway.
This is the freedom we believe players should have.
Are we missing
Any
Phil
game,
and his t-shirts
anywhere.
right now?
And we are giving it our all every day to make
Yeah.
this vision real. But it all comes back to the games. From Dead to Rights on the original Xbox to
What?
Armored Core 6, our relationship with Bandai Namco Entertainment has
Oh,
stood
it's
the test
Bandai
of time.
time.
We both believe in
Why are we
bringing
talking about
amazing
Dead to White?
experiences to players around the
I
world.
would not fucking
and their
bet in a
next
Dead to
game
White
does
reference
exactly
in
that.
2025.
From Rebel Wolf Studio, this is a story-rich action RPG.
Oh, the vampire
steeped in
game.
Dark fantasy.
Gameplay?
I can't wait for you to explore.
Are we gonna get gameplay or am I
Thank
checking
you,
out
and
again?
enjoy the rest of the show.
You know, I still gotta say, she have got better. She have got a lot better than she was the last few years, but I still think the thing with her is like she still come across as like, you know, a like executive who would try and I'm bet to be like, I'm hip with a kid. Well, like, you know, Phil Pencil like coming up. Hey, actual gameplay now, nice. How Phil Pencil was like, you know, camped up in the industry because he was a game dev. And he just ended up becoming an executive, or she have always been an executive. I think that's the reason like Phil come across a little more generous. But who knows, maybe with some more PR training, she will get there by next year, maybe.
We feared for our lives. We should have feared for our souls instead. The vampires didn't come to kill us. No, they came to rule.
Yeah, the original dude that was over the launch of Xbox One, and he also came in at the end of
Turn us into
360.
mindless,
Like,
docile cattle.
no, it would probably be a good idea to get rid of that dude. That
Not
dude.
me, though.
Don't forget the whole military
They
comment
tried
he
to
had.
change me into one of them. But I became something else instead.
Can we just get Vampire 2? I want Vampire. Oh,
A Dawnwalker,
they will probably be fine, but
trapped between the two worlds. Fighting to even the score. Fighting to understand the evil behind it all.
you know, to be totally honest, I like looking at that. We'll literally, if we ever got like a new Legacy of Kain game, it'd probably be something very similar to this. You know, to be totally honest, especially since it's still in like that time period. Only like the original time period of Blood Omens. So, yeah, I would say probably the biggest thing about the game it still doesn't have. Hey, at Bot Cloud, see at Bot Cloud chat, they're pushing Cloud this year. I don't know. It just I feel like that game visually, like from like gameplay and stuff, doesn't look like anything that interesting. Viva Pinata? And not Viva Pinata. That'd be too much of a wish. There it is. Wait, it made me milling it back? Oh, holy fuck. Are they really making a 3D? They are literally making a 3D Super Meat Boy game. We want to see about this. This is one of them things like, you know, I feel like the Edmund McMillan art take it a long way. We will see. We will see what comes of this. I need to know. I need to add Edmund McMillan in on this. Don't get me wrong, it looked like Super Meat Boy for the difficultness, but I wonder if there's like him and the other dude who made Super Meat Boy is just like a money thing. But then again, I know Edmund McMillan ended up losing the right to like finding Isaac and stuff because of the whole thing about that with Twitch as well. Also, by the way, the Mario promo thing, that is all 14 that at the end of it, they're gonna now game pass on the Nintendo Switch 2. I'm telling you, chat, that's how they're gonna end. Well,
Watch your back.
are you waiting for Neil? Oh no, this is this is Ninja Gaiden. Hello, my baby Platinum. Here we go.
My duty as a Raven Ninja.
I'm trying to remember now, chat. When did they? Oh god, we got MMO battle like AOE stuff now. Okay. What was the release date about this? Wasn't that supposed to be like summer or some shit?
Kids these days don't know about Super Meat Boy. They will never have a bandage girlfriend.
You know what's funny about that? It's still like, also, yep, this is Ninja Gaiden, alright. You know the funny thing about that, Wag? It's literally like the whole thing in the back of my head, like, nah, them kids know about Super Meat Boy, and they're like, oh fuck, Super Meat Boy, but like 2010, or like 15 years ago. The kids probably don't even know who Edmund McMillan is. What the fuck, you know, like time is catching up quickly, Wag. Or like Super Meat Boy feel like, oh yeah, it was just yesterday I was hanging around with Edmund and other dude talking about random shit things and Isaac. And how cats love eating adjacent boy masses. Then was the day, chat.
The Dark Dragon is mine.
Yep, that Ninja Gaiden, alright. I still think the main thing about Ninja Gaiden 4, there it is, October. Okay, I get we technically haven't, we know what we playing day 1 in November, chap. I thought we had roughly an idea for game on that. But the big thing, honestly, the big thing, here you go, time for Fallout 3 Remaster. The biggest thing, honestly, oh no, we're just doing Indiana Jones stuff, never mind. Oh, Machine Games, oh, DLC, isn't it? Just DLC for Indiana Jones. But the thing about Ninja Gaiden, honestly, chap, is I need to play it because I need it to be fucking hard. I need like black level of difficult now. If Ninja Gaiden 4 can do that, it's great. You know?
This is where it starts.
It's great. But Ninja Gaiden lore, who cares? We need super hard combat.
Enter the city of Antioch.
No, I don't think they were praising him. It like they doing. I think they're doing the same thing they did in.
Defend.
Was it Black? I'm trying to remember when it was that actually allowed you to play all the other characters. I think we also might be trying to do like a Metal Gear thing without the baited switch. We will see. Hopefully, a more Metal Gear like new character appeal to Halo new character. You know, Locke versus Nero. Oh, not Nero. Locke versus Raiden. Like, hopefully, more Metal Gear and not Halo 5. Knock on wood, Joe. Knock on wood.
World premiere.
This is my fourth one. This is literally my fourth Fago. I literally just woke up like 20 minutes before this.
はるか昔、この国に輪廻の獣が現れた。
Okay, that's new. What is that? I thought it was like Atomic Heart for like a second. Quintet Mine, okay, the game chat. Game Freak? Oh god, we building the Nintendo stuff. What the fuck, Game Freak? Wait. What the fuck? What the fuck was the talent on Pokemon? What the fuck? If I were Nintendo, I would feel gypped right now. And fucking Game Freak and making this? And not doing it with Pokemon? Maybe Game Freak actually know how to make video games that not 16 megabytes. Okay, I was betting. No, Game Freak is second party, technically. They just, Nintendo just got a Hugh and Batman in there. They don't actually own Game Freak. It kind of like how Game Freak or how Pokemon, Jesus Christ. Kind of like how Nintendo don't own the studio that Hill Hawaii is from. Well, not Hill Hawaii, that PSO. The dude who made Smash, his company. They're like Nintendo go through them, but they don't own them, and that's how Game Freak is.
The glittering streets of Avalon sure do.
Oh, there we go. They're the Clockwork game.
Because they swoop their filth down to us.
Did Game Freak, honestly, did they just hold out on Nintendo for the last generation? Be like, we don't know how to make console games. We only made handheld games. And then they fucking do that for Microsoft. I'd be so angry if I were Nintendo. Like, what the fuck? In Exile, that's the name of the studio. By the way, this is a BioShock game. Made by the original Fallout, or some of the original Fallout devs.
It ain't for the spineless.
Keep your filthy pickers off me.
Also, the Game Freak game does look like a...
For the decent.
I don't know, we're gonna have to go back and look at that trailer. Because it kind of looked like it was, so-ish.
Justice itself has been affronted. I have been burgled.
Yeah, didn't you know about that? They announced it like 5 years ago, Wack. This was one of the fourth game they announced it, for the Series X when it got announced. Cause don't forget the studio, the last game they did was, oh god, what was it called?
We can't arrest and question.
It's the thing that Fallout was based off of originally.
If we can narrow the suspects down a bit.
Oh god, what the fuck was it called?
They were,
Trust your instincts, sir.
tall.
Yes, sir.
Let me see.
Rather slim, well, muscular. Was very quick, agile.
Go on.
With a mustache. No, larger.
I see.
Quite
Is it gonna bother me?
That's the fiend who robbed me.
They got my good side this time.
God damn it! What was the? I'm trying to remember the name of the game. Either way, it was like a top-down. Was it Wasteland? Wasteland. It was Wasteland.
Real trick.
Like Wasteland, and Wasteland became Fallout, and then the devs after leaving leaving Interplay went and made In Exile, and then they made a spiritual successor to Wasteland. Why still calling it Wasteland? They made Wasteland, I think, 2 and 3, and now they're doing this. So.
Got it.
Uncle's a bit touchy, ain't he, Errol?
So didn't know there's more Fallout DNA, let BioShocky, but you know.
Anything else you'd care to say to
any of this still gonna be a little more BioShocky.
brains? If I hadn't seen it with my own eyes, I wouldn't have believed
Yeah, they did Wasteland 2 and 3.
Round here. It's
And then in a play they did Wasteland 1.
Empty pockets. And blood on the cobbles. Goodbye, Silas.
No, no.
Yeah, they gave me the perfect example of one of them games. They're like, it's not even an F-up problem because they were making this game. Like they were working on this game before Microsoft bought them, but
Knife in it.
We're family here. Family takes care of its own.
Can't put a price
But
on
yeah,
that, can you?
they didn't want them saying that literally. They've been
They
working
don't
on the game for like
keep
5+ years at that
They
point.
keep power.
Take this thing into the crucible and melt it.
They just
Also,
want us beaten
with how much they shown, it might come out this year.
and too scared to fight.
Wasn't it
back.
supposed to be out this year?
Don't want to kill him.
This is gonna be like a November game. They're gonna be no Call of Duty November. Never mind. They will probably be like a September. I'm calling it. It could be either September, or they're gonna shove it out at the end of December or early January of next year. But then again, they've shown a lot, so yeah, it might be either a
Don't get
September
cocky.
or
They've got a
December
weapon
game.
far worse.
I'm voting for September.
Time.
Let's see.
And if they can rewrite history, they can rewrite
Yeah, cause
us.
Wasteland 3 was like cool, like
But
Fallout
look who
top
just
down.
found Mummy's keys.
But yeah, this is technically the fourth game they're making under Microsoft, because they were shopping this around when Microsoft bought them, and you know you can tell Microsoft put some money into
Take a
this.
mistake and make it like it never
So-
happened.
Hey, we got time
We
travel.
can change the world as we know it.
Like I think we're all gonna miss like the old cool Fallout now,
And
but
I can even go back and change the
it
past
looks fine.
to change the future.
So we will see.
And let me tell you,
The thing is, like
The
I feel
hunters
like the
don't like
biggest thing
when
the
the
game got
rabbits
going against
got the
it
gun.
is we got Outer Worlds, we got Atomic Heart. Any of Atomic Heart probably gonna be as mediocre as ever, or maybe okay at best. Like we have like a few games coming out that kind of got that. Like Judas is like another one, and he is Bioshock because that's Ken Levine. Hell, Judas might be this year. Hell, we might see Judas heal for all we know. We'll literally we probably see that PC gaming.
And piss off.
So I don't know. A lot of the like borderline immersive sims are trying to bring together.
Teams are dedicated to bringing players.
Oh God,
award-winning,
Minecraft becoming the WoW.
record-breaking, critically acclaimed games. Call of Duty, Black Ops 6
Oh no, we doing
from
Partner
Activision,
Showcase. I got that
Doom,
Wine
the
King
Dark
in the
Ages
back.
from Bethesda, Diablo 4, Vessel of Hatred from Blizzard, and Avowed from Xbox Game Studios. All of our teams across Xbox
There are
first
technically
party
two
are
Bioshock
shipping their
game happening.
most played
We got
games
real
ever,
Bioshock
and they're
happening
also
with
delivering more
Judas,
content
and then we
than
got
ever before.
got
From
IP
original
Bioshock
single-player
from Take Two.
experiences to vast online worlds, our teams are empowered.
God, it
to
is gonna
build
be
the
one of them
games
scenarios.
they've
Honestly,
always dreamed
if
of.
Bioshock
We
and
want our
Judas come out at the
players to have
same
the
time,
choice and
are we gonna
flexibility
have another one of
where and
situation
how they play the games our
of
teams
like
make.
Dead
So, of
Fate
course, our
versus
games will be
the game made by the
available
original creator of
day
Dead
one
Fate?
in Game Pass, and every new game we make for both Xbox consoles
So-
and PC will be Xbox Play Anywhere.
I feel
On
like we're gonna
behalf of
have
our
a head-to-head
creative teams,
fight and Judas
thank you.
gonna win.
These experiences don't stop when you put
I
down
hope.
the controller. As you've seen in recent years, more and more of our characters, stories, and worlds are expanding.
Tell that Phil Pencil
to brand
hate,
new
I know
audiences through TV
for ya.
and film. A Minecraft movie and the Fallout TV series broke records and brought millions of players into the game.
And we
have more
wasn't
projects in
ready.
the works
I guess
as gaming
Minecraft
continues
was,
to
but
influence film and television like never before. When it comes to growing new franchises, Obsidian is having a year like no other. From launching a blockbuster new game like Avowed to the upcoming release of The Outer Worlds 2 this October.
let's be honest, I feel like
Obsidian
Microsoft
is
voted more
always
on Outer
delivering
Worlds than
great
Avowed.
games, and they have a third game launching this year.
Yeah, it
We'll
was
get to
him
go
white
deeper
with
on
the
it in
Tango
our
stuff.
Direct, but until
I'm
then,
so happy
let's take
Tango was able to actually land on them feet in the end. Like, I'm so happy they landed on them
World
feet.
premiere.
Cause that was a damn shame getting rid of Tango.
I told you, you can't run from me, you foul beast.
He-Man! Oh my God, He-Man got an Ike portal. Oh, this is Sabbath Planet stuff, isn't it? Yeah. Are we doing DLC to Sabbath Planet?
Breaking news. There's been an explosion at Brook Hollow Park. Chaos descended on a ceremony commemorating the 2-year anniversary of when 4 teenagers were militarized against their will and left to fight for their survival.
Wait, are we in Obsidian? Oh god, Obsidian being threatened again, champ.
Company,
I think Obsidian getting ready to do Grounded too.
A statue of the 4 teenagers, fast food science robot Burgle, and Dr. Tully when an explosion
I think we're gonna finish. I guess it would make sense.
And the teenagers
I guess it doesn't make sense to announce a new, make a sequel to Grounded. 'Cause Grounded was actually pretty good from what I played of it. Oh god, it is Grounded, but in New York now. Oh, you gotta keep them separated at all points.
You gotta keep them separated.
Okay, fuck you. I like Grounded, and you put all playing in it. All playing my favorite band ever. I mean, and any more so they're using 90 punk all playing? Hell yeah. Best announcement yet. Any I still worry for Obsidian, but I was not expecting Allpoint to be at that. God damn it, this is the year of me not calling shit ever. Yeah. Oh, don't you fucking cut that. There it is. Okay, thank you. That's a fucking like millennial piano for me. Like, don't you fucking cut that shit. Also, we copyrighted now, but still. Hey, wow, soon. Game preview on June 29th. Yeah, I don't think we're gonna fall out from Obsidian anytime soon. I think they're sticking to their own IP right now. I think to put that to figure out what the fuck they doing, Oh, hey, this is a Boomer Team net game. Hey, we got gameplay. Nice.
The behavior pattern of the orphans populating the area.
I don't think Grounded gonna be anything that insane. It's gonna be the normal like progression mechanic type stuff that you would see through game dev. But I'm not expecting like Grounded 2 to like reinvent the wheel on survival games though. It's probably gonna be more the same in a new setting,
Recommended to proceed with caution.
Also, this just look fucking like Dead Space. If Boomer Team just like, fuck, we made Silent Hill. We can do combat now. Let's make our own Dead Space.
They seem to act more consistently.
Hey, maybe this is a pit to make Dead Space 3, or a real Dead Space 3, not what we got. Not a lot of movement in the character though.
Such is our calling.
See, they're not even doing Game Pass anymore. They're just doing Xbox Cloud. Are we gonna rename Game Pass to Cloud? Is that what we're building? Are we building up to the Nintendo announcement? Are we building up to the Steam announcement? And are we building up to the announcement that Game Pass is no longer a thing and gonna be rebranded Xbox Cloud? Because other than like the Black Queen, there was no ESO time. There was no like Game Pass, identifiers. By the way, the new expansion that comes out, right? Like, I think that comes out this month. In the new expansion. Yeah, it was more than they did last year, Joe. Last year we just a CD trailer of a guy in a chair in that suit playing chess. That was literally the trailer from last year. So this year we got more. Welcome to MMOs. Welcome to the life cycle MMO, Joe. Cause don't forget, ESO been around now for what? Almost 15 years? It's been at least a decade, right? It's been, actually, I think it's a little over a decade now, like 11, 12. So, you get an MMO past like the 5 to 6 year mark. Like, I feel like ESO, like saying people left ESO, like saying people left Final Fantasy 14. It don't really matter that much in the overall scheme of things. And then not counting like the players that will come back for expansion and then fuck off, the same type of people who come back for WoW expansions or a new OnlyFans season. Because the longer the game is not in maintenance mode, that's all that matters. They're fine. At least finance-wise, they're fine. Because they obviously get new expansions and shit, so they gotta be fine enough. Yeah, June 18th. That's what I thought. I thought there was something happening soon. Another cloud thing again. But yeah, if the game go straight up maintenance mode with no updates other than microtransactions, that when you start worrying about MMOs. Or, you know, Netson try to buy you.
Mayday! Mayday! Hold one to mission control. We're falling!
I feel like the PvP probably wasn't like it was for decades now, right? Feel like the original PvP thing in the ESO will find out who the import going to be. I feel like that game is probably a billion a mile away from that by now, but I don't know. I never played PvP to begin with, so. Hey, don't not. Life is Strange in Fate chat. Actually, I think they announced it last. Yep, there's a don't not. You can fucking tell by the art. But yeah, are we gonna get gameplay this year? Wasn't last year? Yeah, there's a gameplay now, I think. Cause yeah, God, is it really a don't nod? But yeah, last year we only saw a CG trailer of this, right? Also the music and don't not. God, don't not just got a vibe to them, don't they? Like, holy shit. Life is Strange have really have set that company on a path, I feel. Like audio and video and animation wise. And like lighting. Oh, they probably were focusing on the lion because it's like that's probably the main thing you're gonna get from the season of the pet lion, knowing MMOs.
Thomas, wherever you are, I'll find you.
Okay, if anything, chat, the music gonna be very intense, but also really good. I like the #1 thing I always take from Don't Not games. And also how much they seem like they one type of game and then they end up being another game. Because Life is Strange is a horror game. But that game looked like, ooh, teeny bopper just doing teeny bopping shit. But no, Life is Strange is a horror game. Like, that game go places. So, you know, I kind of feel like that might be the case here with this. We need Vampire 2. We need it. I'm never going to get it. But I didn't think about. Wait, wasn't Vampire made by Don't Not? Hang on.
Welcome to England, Mr. David.
Now I'm thinking about it.
This must be a shock.
Oh, that other company like Don't Not.
Father, but he left you this hotel in his will. It's been in your
It is from Don't Not, yeah.
Much like the
yeah, Vampire 2 with Don't Not and Sable Interactive.
You'll see.
I get the question gonna be, do Don't Not own the license or not? Cause I think that fake game just put a stake in Vampire 2, didn't it? Fuck! Oh, God damn it! Also, we copyrighted again, chat. Oh.
It looks like you're about to do
Oh my God, we got.
some help with that?
Are we okay? Oh, okay. I'm gonna make a snarky comment about Eppa and Purple's a shooter with Cookie sidekick. But this is cozy, so.
You seem like a good man, like he was.
Okay, chat.
I'm in.
Fine, I will put on the cat heel. How you doing, Pip?
Just make sure the locals don't get wind of what you're really up to.
Oh, this is more than a simulation game.
They will wicker man your ass.
What?
You keep looking into things, and things are gonna start looking back. Don't make the same mistake you.
Okay, there's a bait and quit, chat. How you doing, Pip? Welcome to the Eppa Showcase. Josh is here and he's very excited. Thank the chat. Okay, this game I've got so much more interesting. We got fucking Cthulhu, chat. It is just gonna be like playing an episode of Buffy the Vampire Slayer when they had the musical episodes, or like Hercules Xena type shit. There were no ghosts at the. It literally there was no war in what was it? Boxing say. Okay. Called me intrigued. It does very much feel like a Buffy episode, which I'm down for.
There are as many gods in the world.
Oh, are you ready for RT chat? At RT time. Don't you temple wag.
The defender of my homeland could be my daughter.
Ooh, taco. God, I still haven't had taco in forever. Wait, are we doing, oh God, what was the... I'm trying to remember. I had a friend, brother, who played the game. I'm trying to remember the name of this. Yeah, 'cause you got, like, the god stuff happening. Oh, this is Age of Mythology, isn't it? Yeah, so this is a new DLC. God damn it. I was hoping for like a split second we were gonna get like a black and white type of thing, but I forgot about Age of Mythology.
If the heavenly spear is mine.
Dude, I see you saw the Miku thing in Sonic, huh? Outside of we both saw for Miku and Sonic Pip. Wait, this Eve? Is it the Eve studio? I don't think it is. We're focusing on that logo for a long time. What the fuck?
주권 국가의 자주적 결정을 누가 허락하는가? 만약 이 결정이 패권 국가의 특정 정치 집단의 이익을 저해한다면
Oh god, is it the multiplayer game they are doing?
당신의 특정 행동이
Yep, this is Unreal 5 Queen.
반대로 누군가는
You can tell by the hell.
의사결정에 영향을 주려 한다는 것을 인지할 때
For both Unreal and Queen.
당신의 입장은
Is it gonna be a fucking Buenos Cell? What? It's not Buenos Cell. It's not gonna be Queen Buenos Cell, is it?
그렇게 믿고 있거나 믿고 싶을 뿐.
Chat, are we getting Sleeping Dog 2? I'm gonna be so fucking over the moon it end up being Sleeping Dog 2. Is that the reason we probably bought up, what was it, Dead to Whites? Oh no, never mind. Never mind, it's not Sleeping Dog 2, okay. Why are we Buenos selling this? Oh god, is it new Buenos? Oh my god, is it new Buenos Cell? We got the light. Don't you play with my fucking emotion. I don't think it is. I'm like 99 now. No, this is not Buenos Cell. This Buenos Cell, what the fuck had Buenos Cell come? But no, this is not Buenos Cell.
당신의 분노는 스스로 결정한 것인가?
They're like, no, they're not ball battle, so they're not multiplayer.
누군가 당신의 분노를 이용한다.
Oh god, we got zombies now? What the fuck is it?
지정태.
Don't you do the whole keep me waiting bit.
Sleeping Dogs 3. The dogs have went back to sleep.
If you think about it, that's pretty much what happened with that, you know? If we count the movies. Okay. Boy, we dodged the bullet, not Metal Gear, or not Buenos Cell, or Sleeping Dog. I want them game, but I'm happy that's not it. So... Wait, are we getting a sequel?
Dog 4, who let the dogs out.
I think you know the thong song gonna stop playing. Dude, I'm happy they game getting a sequel. Like, the full game was really good. I mean, you wanted like a light puzzle platforming.
Ouya showcase later?
Damn right I am, Pip. I was a huge supporter of the Ouya before he came out. I didn't put money in it because I didn't have money, but the concept of the Ouya I was very excited for. So deep down in my heart, I do have a Ouya fanboyness in me.
Sleeping Dogs 5, Miku's Revenge.
Oh god, it just Miku from Fortnite with an AK. But yeah, I am happy about they getting a sequel though. Like I was saying, if you want like a pretty simple puzzle platformer, I recommend the Planet of Luna Llama. I think it was Llama or something, right? Well, why they put more gameplay in it this time around though? Cause the fourth game was, you know, very limbo-ish. I don't think any of the puzzle got to the sanity of limbo, but yeah, it actually looked like we put more into this. I'm down for this. Like I said, the fourth one was good. Yay! I'm happy for you. I'm very happy that I at least get the sequel, because man, look at that. No Game Pass again, chat. Other than the little quail in the corner, but yeah, like I kind of feel like that game came out and like very quickly people just stopped talking about it. But then again, it is like super niche, so it is. I kept calling it Planet of Luna when we were playing it. Oh, Fallout 76 time, chat. Joe, oh Joe, get to the front of the clap, Joe.
Beautiful day to relax by the old fishing hole, wouldn't you say? When it comes to fishing, Appalachia
we know there was literally 30
swim
minutes of
with
watching
opportunity.
NBC pitch at the beginning of this.
You'll
I know.
find fish of all flavors in every walk of waterway, from its mightiest of rivers to its humblest of ponds. Just step up to the bank, cast your line, and when your bobber starts bobbing, reel in the rewards.
I do gotta say, from what we saw at that minigame, it seemed more elaborate than I originally give the credit for.
Worms! And how are they biting today?
See for yourself.
Also, what to deal with that pit boy? That pit boy is tiny.
Bagging the big fish starts with finding the right tools for the job. There are as many unique combinations of rods, reels, bobbers, and baits as there are fish in the sea. And when you've caught your fill, pop over to the local tackle shop to swap fish tails.
And try your bet not to eat something horribly radiated.
No matter what troubles plague the future wastelands of Appalachia, you can always find comfort in cozy little joys like this. You just gotta know where to look.
So the fishing did nothing for you, Joe?
Ticket to easy living.
Speaking of our MMO discussion,
little slice of paradise.
you know, coming back doing some updates.
All the bits and bobs you collect in your travels.
Okay, literally the
Got a
house
green
from
thumb?
Oblivion, isn't it?
Plant your own peaceful vegetable garden. And nothing warms the heart like a neighborhood cookout.
Ah, community makes a wasteland a waste home. Join today, and tomorrow you'll be kicking back and sharing a meal with friends in beautiful Appalachia.
Do we have a date on that? I don't think we do we? I don't know. I have no idea what's going on in Fallout anymore. Oh. So the leveling time, count. Time for Ek get decided. Yep. Is this a mobile game or is it like a legit game? I don't remember. Well, I think the mobile game supposed to come to consoles, right? One day, chat. One day I will watch this anime. I read the manga and I'm like, I got like 2 volumes in, like, got it. I see where they're going. I just stopped. I just stopped reading the manga. But I did read the 2 volumes of it. But you know, you're not careful, Joe. You're gonna like X gonna one in here, and then the whole chat. There could be like giant block of like solo leveling lore. I hope you're ready for that. So make sure later tonight when X show up, be sure to ask him about this. Oh, that's not even a game pack game. That's just a cloud game.
World premiere.
You know, seeing all these little cutesy animal stuff. Oh, there's a Power War update. No, there's not Power War. Never mind. No guns. Hey, Queen, I know that.
Mission.
How you doing, Z? Wait, whoa. Is it what the kid game turned into? Or did they do get the same band? How you doing, Z? This is the same fucking band that did the song for, what was it, like Dopamine or whatever that game was with the little children that were supposed to be an MMO and then didn't be an MMO or got turned into a single player game and then we never saw it again. It's the same band because it got the same like catchy piano as the other song did. They did not Queen Me Superstar. Also, they can need to be careful. We know how Pokemon is right now, or how Nintendo is right now. I'm not seeing any Pokeballs, so or ball-looking thing. You're just whacking enemy with a hammer. It might be fine. It might be fine. I don't remember the name of that band, but it's like a big Korean, like pop gold band. The same band that did that children MMO game that actually looked fucking awesome, and then it just never showed back up ever again from like 2020. Like my second biggest video was about the game that band is from.
Hey, what's up, everyone? It's Tony
Hey,
Hawk Pro Skater.
there you go, John.
Thanks to everyone for all the love and support we've seen since we announced
Tony,
Tony Hawk's Pro Skater 3 and 4 a few months ago.
Can we have a discussion about Tony Hawk 4?
Oh,
I know they did. They paid you millions.
And appreciation
I hold the toys. You have to hold
the world, and that means everything to me and the team. I can't wait for you all to experience the game. It's been rebuilt with so much care and attention
not next
to
year.
detail.
Sorry, next month.
I
think in July.
New music, new skaters, and more. And you can enjoy it all with
yes,
your friends.
he was
with
in
up to
Jackass.
8 players in multiplayer.
There was a
Tony Hawk's Pro
dude.
Skater
It was.
3 and
I think
4
it was 16 player
July 11th,
originally.
and we have a lot more surprises to come.
But yeah, the
Check out
Tony
the
Hawk
trailer
was in a
now.
couple episodes of Jackass, so you're not wrong. He is from Jackass, Pip. Man, I am so curious about 4. Knowing what we know about how they're doing Tony Hawk 4, and after literally playing Tony Hawk 4, what was that, like 2 months ago? Like, I am so fucking curious how the map's gonna translate. And we still mainly seeing Tony Hawk 3. That was my least favorite Tony Hawk 3 map. Hey, there's Tony Hawk 4. That level is from Tony Hawk 4. No Alcatraz from Tony Hawk 4. Okay, chat. We're at least showing Tony Hawk 4 stuff. Yeah, they're England. Okay, good. They're at least showing Tony Hawk 4 maps now. And they're the Bam Margera announcement. There we go. Now all the Gators are happy. We are happy now, right? And also CKY is staying in. Awesome. Okay, we still keeping our crossover characters. Now the question is, do we still have the porn star in there? That's the question. So, good. The Gator community can stop debating about Bam Margera. Like... Wait, are they gonna ping pong low? Oh... Yeah, we get a couple things. I am happy about the crossover stuff. Wait, play the demo today. Okay, there we go. Maybe we can find. I hope they have some Tony Hawk 4 levels in that. I want to know. I'm so fucking curious. How are you gonna translate? Cause the maps were like way bigger compared to like Tony Hawk, 1 through 3. So they meant to be open world maps. I'm
Troy
fucking
played
curious.
this recently, and then the game got a remake.
Oh, I knew about the remake. No.
I think not.
No, that one not my fault. I played Tony Hawk 4. No, you stop talking.
For several years.
But no, hey, Bill. Wait, they do. Is it Billet Fell 3 or is it something else they're gonna make us all quiet? But no, it wasn't a situation of I played it and got Wii Master. I played 4 because of the Wii Master. So I replayed 3 and 4, you know, to get my head on straight 20 years later. No, I'm not. Also, this is a totally different game from Billet Fell. What the hell? I see they're taking some learning experience here, but yeah.
Google it! Google it!
I don't need to Google it!
Google it!
I know why I played Tony Hawk 3 and 4. I played it because I knew the Wii Master was coming. Wait, is it technically like a real-time? Yeah, they're like real-time network card.
That's fucked up. That's something that I like to call trauma.
Oh, speaking of trauma, if you have never played Billet Fell, but if you ever need a good cry, go play Billet Fell, chat. Dude, I would not be affecting that kind of game from these devs. Good on them, I get, for trying something new. We will see how they translate though. But yep, gamepad for that one. Okay. Now the question: are we still gonna cry though? That's the question. Also, there we go. I added to the lit pip. Sadly, it's like we got a lot of conferences, so it'd be probably a bit before we get to that pip. Hey, no, Guild of War 1. Wait, are we only gonna see the Wii Master and not the new one? I still think there's gonna be nothing more than a scissor wheel leading into gameplay of the new one. Well, they fucking announcing a trilogy. Like, they need to do a Wii Master trilogy. We fucking need a trilogy Wii Master bad. It just fucking suck that only Guild of War 1 ever get Wii Master.
Decided to show up.
Cause you know, they made what, second? Yeah, technically second, third Wii Master. Hey, caught play night. That good. I get made sense. And does it come in same day to PS5 as well? I think it is. And then we all know the PS5 version will probably not be great.
Looks like they upgraded.
But
baby.
Hey, still got push wing co-op in battle.
Let's do this.
But like, don't get me wrong, I love me some Guild 1, but Guild 2 is still my favorite. Guild 2 is my favorite, Guild 3 multiplayer is my favorite. Cause there was just so much shit in Guild 3 multiplayer. And I still say Guild 3 tower defense mode, still the best tower defense base building multiplayer game. Like, I still to this day want that with the RPG mechanic of Mass Effect 3 multiplayer put together. Are we talking about like the infinite shotgun like bug that everyone used in multiplayer, Joe? Are we talking about that control? Okay, is it ZZZ? The TV look like ZZZ. Oh, there it is. Persona. There you go, champ. Yeah, that one was true. About them remaking Persona 4. There you go. Man, that's like nothing. Fuck. That was just like, hey, we doing it. Shut the fuck up. See you in Persona 6, you know? But there you go, champ. We didn't even fucking get to see Teddy. What a damn shame. But hey, there you go. That one more was true.
Always there.
Also, see you Thief Time.
You won't hear us.
Speaking of a game that felt like would have probably been dead in a year, but man, talking about a game that surviving all odds, you know.
As smugglers, we deal in the
also the reason we're never gonna get anything from Well ever again.
And don't forget the rum.
It's a life of danger like no other.
Yeah, you're getting into like
So I
debate
guess
territory
my
at that
question
point,
is,
Wank.
Can you handle that?
My biggest thing for like a remake is concerned is especially since they did release Golden on like present day console. Cause you can play Golden on PS5, Xbox, Switch. I believe you can play it on Xbox. I have the flip version of Golden though. But when they did that like soft remaster like a year or two ago. But my biggest issue I have with like the Persona, especially the older Persona, like 3 and 4, is there is so many different versions of them games between like PSN, PSP, Vita, PS2 port, or Wii port. That series fall into that camp of like, I would love like a de facto versions. Version that have everything from every version in one version. But that never will happen. Like hell, you need the PS4 version of what was it, Reloaded. I think we built off the PSP version and not Fez, the old original. Like I feel about Persona at premiere. That drastic. I feel about Persona as I do about like the random Metal Gear collections.
This is ridiculous. Please.
What do we got?
Come on.
Oh, the Invincible game. Yeah. Yeah, we knew about this. It was announced. Wasn't it announced like 2 or 3 weeks ago?
Had enough yet?
No, Dad, not even close.
Also, why are we doing top motion for this? Or is the frame rate just that bad? Okay, so we are doing. Okay, so we picking up like midway through the story. I guess it makes sense. We will pick up, after the whole invasion thing. So. So I wonder if it just gonna be a fighting game. It's secretly just gonna be a fighting game and nothing more.
Accept our rule or die.
Or it's just gonna be like a beat 'em up.
I'd like to propose a third option.
Cause I don't know what kind of game it's going to be yet. I just knew that was happening.
I'm not your son anymore.
Is it a 3v3 fighting game?
Throw you off this planet for good.
I don't know what to deal with the flame rate though.
I trusted you.
I feel like there's okay, it is. Okay. That's what I thought. I was getting ready to say like I feel like this is just gonna be like a VVB fighting game. Okay. To answer that question. Cause I know with how like all over the place like Invincible lore is, it's like 3v3. There we go. Now we just need the dev that I don't think it is, but we need cause I think that was. Yeah, no, that was something Castle like that worked on the Power Angel fighting game. We need that studio to do this. But yeah, if they were gonna make anything but a fighting game, I was gonna be curious because like I said. Invincible go a lot of ways that they could do a game on. At least they're keeping the gold. That great. You know what? Probably been a bigger announcement here. That was what NetherRealm we're working on. Yeah, no new Starfield. Nothing about Starfield yet. Oh, Final Fantasy. Oh, are they gonna bring the mobile version to console? Wait, now I'm thinking about it. Wait, I thought didn't the game always came out on that box? Or was that only Wii ports? Or are they not on that box? Oh, I guess it wasn't. I guess it wasn't on that box. There you go.
I'm here to even the odds. Any objections?
Oh yeah, they wasn't on that part either. I'm so disconnected from like what Final Fantasy game on that part. I really thought they was already on Xbox because, you know, he came to PC. I thought he came to Xbox One at the same time he came to PC. Okay, whatever. I think it's good for you guys who want to play Devil May Cry Final Fantasy. But, man, I'm telling you, these Square Enix Daggle releases is like insane how Daggle they released it. And people said GTA is bad about double dipping. Wait, what do you mean by fighting game clones? How fighting game clones? Man, I really did thought they all was already on Xbox. I thought that happened thing with the PC version of these games. Man, yeah. Hey, hello, Double Fine. What are we doing, Double Fine? We haven't seen you in a while. Ah, I see what you mean, Joe. But then again, every fighting game is just broken up into 3 camps. You got your Marvels, you got your Mortal Kombat, and you got your Street Fighters. And then if you want to count, I guess you also technically have, you know, your Art System Warp game. I guess there's technically 4 types of fighting games. You know, your BBBs, or ones. Or like brutal, or like super over-the-top anime. Pick your poison, you know. Also, what the hell is this Double Fine? Man, are we getting Cookie Double Fine again? I'm not against it. We get like another like Trent and what was it? It was Trent, Cartoon Quest, and the one game about the stacking Russian dolls. That Double Fine did. Yeah, I think we're going back to Kooky Double Fine. Don't get me wrong, I would fucking love a Trent 2. Like, Trent is top 5 easily bet tower defense game. But alright. Well, let me know what Double Fine been doing outside of being working on indie stuff.
Games like
Psychonauts 2
our boy is
showed
here. How Double Fine excels at creating unique and innovative experiences.
Yeah, CEO of Microsoft Gaming. There you go. There's his job title now.
Looking ahead, next year marks 25 years of Xbox. It's a big milestone for the platform and franchises that you helped build and make popular.
Well, your T-shirt.
We couldn't have done this without everyone who's been with us on this journey. As we think about bringing a new generation of players to these iconic franchises,
has it been an hour? Oh God, it has been.
Players will get to celebrate 25 years of Xbox with a new the next Forza, Gears of War E-Day, and the return of a classic that's been with us since the beginning. Today, you've seen an incredible range of games from creators across the globe.
Are you waiting for the Steam or the Nintendo announcement?
Like In Exile, reaching for new heights with Clockwork Revolution. Sluggerfly, making Team Meat's modern classic platformer.
Okay, so not made
3D.
by Team Meat. Okay.
Square Enix.
How are we gonna say is like
Final
that
Fantasy
above Team Meat? Oh, Team Meat. You know,
Team
kill
Ninja,
set.
returning to the beloved series they debuted on Xbox. You've also seen the next Xbox hardware release.
Wow.
Our Xbox Ally handheld, which lets you bring
It'll
your
walk.
Xbox experience and your library with you anywhere. I hope you enjoyed the breadth and depth of the games, updates, and experiences that are coming to Xbox from our partners and our own creative teams. We're seeing more players on our platform and in our games than ever, thanks to all of you. We're proud of the creativity that Obsidian is
we're building up
this
to
year.
the Steam announcement,
Immediately
champ.
after Showcase, our direct begins, where you'll go inside the studio for an extended look at the Outer Worlds 2 and Grounded 2. Thanks
Does that
for
mean
joining
more
us
playing
today.
music?
But before we get into the direct, we have a
There
final
we go.
world premiere. Enjoy.
Half-Life 3. They're not going to be, but that would be funny if it is like Half-Life 3 is an announcement for the team crossover. That would honestly be pretty badass if they did that. They're not going to, but...
Welcome to the Guild.
They're not Half-Life.
We have been expecting you. Please, follow me. You already know us as a global tech leader. Our software, our systems, combined with our skilled team, is designed to save lives.
It's Section 8 all over again. What was Section 9? That movie was Section 9, right?
The importance of our work. Here, you'll witness the global scope of that mission in action. Let me introduce you to our esteemed visionary.
A B2 ball.
For too long, we have been bound by outdated systems.
Chat, do you think that new IP?
Limitations.
Nothing about that wanging belts.
The Guild is safeguarding tomorrow, now. We are pioneering
Metal Guilds
protection worldwide. Our advancements are designed to elevate everyday life.
Oh, they're gonna be Play 2. There's a Play 2, isn't it? Oh, chat, I think we're getting Play 2. I'll believe it in Play 2 it will actually come out. Oh, there's 100% play. It ain't got the intro to play. It literally one-to-one intro with Play 1. Or the play that wasn't played that became play. Oh, wait, are we finally getting our Bounty Hunter play game? Also, we copyrighted. We got fucking 9 Inch Nails shit playing. Come on. Come on, give me bounty hunting play. I want bounty hunting play back. Oh, the secret leader can be evil within 3. I know you can get evil within. You talked about it earlier, chat.
Fear is a powerful thing.
Dude, is it? Wait, is it? Chat. Chat, we might be getting evil within. Or are we doing, wait, or are we doing Quantum Blake? Chat, is it Quantum Blake? Oh, you fucking assholes. Are we just getting ahead of the leaks that will be happening in like 2 months? Is that what we're doing? God, it felt like play for like a second. It felt so much like play. God, if only it was Angry Bull 5 or Front Mission. Jesus, man. That's like the biggest fucking blue balls I think I've experienced all week.
Welcome to Obsidian Entertainment.
God damn.
We here at the studio have joked around that this has been the year of Obsidian, with Avowed releasing early this year and now ending the year with 2 more games.
You know, I guess he's
and
not
what better
wrong.
way to cap this incredible year for us than by doing what our studio
Probably
does
the biggest
best.
yield Obsidian have ever had.
All right, come in. You can get out of here, Fergus. Thank you so
What?
much. No, you're doing great. You nailed it. The sequel is the lifeblood of every great franchise. Think about it. The original creates the world and builds fandom, but the sequel, that's what makes it worth.
I feel like
remembering.
I feel
No
like I'm
sequel,
having a debate
no
in a comic
hoverboard.
shop
no
right
sequel, no dual SMGs. No sequel, no raccoon tail. No sequel, no Zune 2, which doesn't really exist, but I wish it had.
There was a Zune 2.
There was a Zune 2. I'm Mark, the head of sequels here at Obsidian, and I have sequelized everything.
Okay,
Blockbuster
I see
movies to
Obsidian
AAA
having
video
fun this
games to
year.
My first marriage, so trust me, I know what I'm doing. Come along on this journey with me.
Okay.
Part 2.
I see. Like they're finally letting the whiting come to these showcases now.
Let the killing commence.
And like channeling a little bit of Devolver there a bit. Devolver. Yeah, you're just gonna give us like New Vegas 2, that how they're gonna end and just New Vegas 2 announcement. They're not going to, but you know, they're just gonna be, you know. Then again, I guess if you think about it, with Grounded 1, you know, they had a Valve being worked on, you know, parallel with it.
It's
So
a continuation of the themes of robber barons in space and how people are controlled by the stories they're told by the people who have power over them. This time we're able to go a lot deeper because we have more time and money, which is a great thing.
Fallout might not be off the table yet.
True Obsidian reactive RPG than we were the first time around.
I still think we're at least a decade out from that, if Obsidian still exists by that point.
So we're going deeper and more complex with everything for the sequel.
My thing about Obsidian is like, I would love for them to get a budget and a time
it's really a complete realization
to let them go fully ham
game.
instead of constantly being out of time or out of money.
I've had the chance to do a full sequel for a world that I helped co-create. It's really just a fantastic
Because even in Valve, they verified that, like, yeah, they did not, they were like being watched and they didn't have the money to do it.
By living in a dystopian corporate
which is probably the main reason why a lot of the higher-ups said, fuck this, and left after.
Your way through it. And so, no matter what kind of
because hell, like one of the main directors and writer of Valve, they left to win the Netflix.
The first Outer Worlds was a great base to start from, as it has all the
elements
of a great Obsidian RPG. Interesting characters, deep worlds, important choices. In the Outer Worlds 2, not only did we want to double down on those elements, but we wanted to give players
that honestly would make me more interested about Obsidian stuff. If they come out and be like, hey, we actually had money and time. This is a game we wanted to make and not had to make.
Which are the part of the world where players can use their specific skills, perks, and backgrounds.
Then it'd be like way more interesting. I still say,
new, bigger worlds.
I still honestly say Obsidian is the one company that get the short end of the stick every single goddamn time.
Experience and building out that RPG crunchiness for our players was at the forefront of what we set out to create. We prioritized those deeper RPG options with different character builds and combos,
my one
so players
complaint
can
last
express
time.
the role-playing power fantasy.
Just like Fallout New Vegas, you know, it was like very limited.
For different play styles,
when you feel like obviously there should have been more though.
Different companions with different abilities.
And we designed to have more. I mean, that's my biggest complaint about New Vegas. There's just so many areas that you could tell were gonna be something that just left abandoned because of time.
In the first Outer Worlds, you start off as the Stranger, which was basically a blank slate to build on top of with various attribute points that would begin to define your personal experience in the game.
But now you're an asshole.
We've given you a role. That role is an Earth Directorate agent. You can think of them as kind of like space cowboys or space sky marshals. They're the good guys that go.
Yeah, because they always get the short end. Like, cause remember the Bethesda thing.
But we don't
was the timeline with the restriction,
right?
And then a Valve was a budget,
go in there and spread law
budget, and then being watched by Microsoft.
That you're roused about, and you just had nothing better to do. After you pick your background, one of the really important choices you have next is choosing your traits. While we had attributes in the first Outer Worlds, we've leaned into traits for the Outer Worlds 2, which are these big changes to your character depending on which ones you pick. So it could be something like Brilliant, where you can tag extra skills and you start getting extra skill points. And that's obviously really great if that's how you want to build your character. You can also go and do something like Lucky, where you get extra
everything they are making from that point on have to go through Microsoft approval.
Of course,
they can't greenlit whatever they want.
So players love the dumb option.
Because, you know, they were able to get, you know, a Valve out mainly just because, you know, that game was already being worked on by the time Microsoft came around and bought them.
Quite what I meant, but I like your contempt for boundaries. I could put your adventurous spirit to good
So
use.
technically we are getting into territory now where like 100% Microsoft giving green light.
There's lots of elements in the game where you can be dumb and use that for something. Could be something as simple as
so the biggest thing going to be like once it comes out in a few months. And then one Grounded, because Grounded obviously got approved because Grounded one, you know, did surprisingly well.
We're going to be choosing your skills.
We'll be like, I'm interested to see what the next thing is after Grounded. Like, are we going back to, you know, Pillars of Eternity? Are we just going to go into a third game of this? Is Microsoft going to give them, you know, license to other parties, such as Fallout? Like,
throughout your entire journey.
But the same thing with like Exile or in Exile as well. Like once that Clockwork game comes out,
had more skills than we have.
Like,
so we condensed them down to really the core
what going to be
of
them
really
as a
there,
Microsoft company instead of like leftovers.
Skill much more impactful. So instead of getting small percentage changes, we actually did much larger changes per point that you put into each skill. And again, all these things, because of how they're checked inside the world itself, can matter quite a bit. You know, just even having one additional skill point in something can open up a lot more options in the world itself. If anybody's played Fallout New Vegas, they'll be very familiar with like the perk system.
Hey, you bought a New Vegas weapon,
but went even grander. We actually have more perks than Fallout New Vegas did. But here's the cool thing, right? We check and use perks for literally everything, right? So you can do everything from, hey, I want to make a stealthy build that steals stuff and is really good at that. Okay, great. Well, you can take maybe the pickpocketing perk. So that's not available to everybody, but if you select that, now you can actually go around and steal things out of people's pockets.
Okay. I'll get in the PC game mode showcase stuff. That'll be happening real soon. Oh God, why did you unmute?
Your power attacks that you use actually knock people down.
Stop it. Stop it, YouTube.
Oh man, I really like the serial killer perk.
YouTube like unmuted me,
As you start killing people,
I muted and unmute.
Hearts.
Sorry, chat.
And you can take those hearts, and essentially you're taking these trophies, you could say, and it's actually giving you a permanent health bonus every time you do it. We have this perk called Assassin. Now, this is an early game perk that you can take, which every time you stealth attack an enemy, you're actually going to get.
Yeah, I still think New Vegas 2 will eventually happen. It's just a question: will it be Bethesda? Will it be Obsidian? Will it be someone else? Like, I think New Vegas 2 will probably be like a 2032 game.
Flaws were a system that everybody loved from the first
I feel
game,
like by the time we get to whatever Microsoft might do next gen,
really reflect how
might it be a Google Play stick or not?
That you actually wanted
I think that will probably be
really
when we thought we'll see New Vegas 2 type stuff.
Because
you know that'd be like a big thing. If they bring out a new console and they'd be like, instead of Halo, be like, yeah, Fallout 2 or New Vegas 2.
Give me what you got.
Like that would get a lot of people in on the console, in on Game Pass.
I want to put them in the game, so give me something. Inspiration. What's wrong with you?
So I see that being a net gen thing.
You have bad knees? They hurt when you walk a lot?
Yes.
When you walk too much, they hurt?
No cartilage.
Sounds boring. Makes you sound like a boring person, but it's in the game.
I know it.
It's a good flaw.
That my legs right now.
I like
I literally
to
have my
take
knees
small
off.
things sometimes.
So you're stealing.
No, I'm taking.
When do you give them back?
I don't.
Claire. Yeah, you shouldn't be stealing. What are you doing? You shouldn't be stealing, Claire.
Tiny crimes.
Tiny crimes? Do you hear the second part, though? It's a crime.
Well,
you're stealing. Claire, that's wrong.
Yeah, I wonder what engine is that Unreal? What did they ever say what engine about was?
Are you the one that took my stapler?
Do you need it?
Yeah. Give it back.
Okay.
Please. You. What do we got? Flaw.
Because I could see that being a thing.
I like to
you know,
stare at
kind
the
of
sun.
like because like I've talked about forever. You know, certain engine have
just
certain
lunch break.
lighting like
An
baked
hour?
in. Kind of like how all E engines just nothing but shadows.
You guys get an hour?
Yeah,
But
maybe an hour.
Oh.
because I think it was Unreal, right? I could be
Makes you feel
wrong.
energized.
How many fingers am I hold up?
3.
But I do agree,
Anything
like
else?
from
We'll
a
put it in the
visual
game.
standpoint,
We'll put it in
like
the game so
yeah,
I
the
feel bad for
big
you. Anything else?
distance
One
pillow
of my
to a
favorite
valve.
flaws is something called bad knees. It will actually give you the option to take this flaw that'll make it so that you move faster throughout the game. But the problem is, anytime you stand up, your knees are going to make a loud popping noise.
Oh,
That
was
makes
it?
So that, well, everyone
Oh
around
God!
you is going to hear you.
This is just literally my leg.
Kleptomaniac.
This is just my
This is really
legs every
interesting because
day.
What it does is when you steal something, you can actually sell it for more bits than normal, and like that sounds really great. The drawback is sometimes when you're looking at things in the world that are owned by somebody else, you'll automatically steal them. So you have to be very careful about how you use them.
Okay, that kind of
is the
neat.
sun gazer flaw, and it just gives everyone cataracts while playing their game. So everything becomes like light shafts and blooms.
Okay,
and
this is kinda
hazes,
cool.
And makes the game pretty
Oh
unplayable.
God, this is
if
how
you
my
happen
eyes
to
look
choose
all the
that
time,
route.
chat.
If you happen to be the type of player that habitually reloads your weapons like I do, well, you'll be offered the flaw of over-prepared. Now, you'll get larger magazine sizes on all of your weapons, but if you ever fully empty your magazine, you're going to take a debuff for a while.
I thought it'd be a longer
Well, we
animation
support
time.
options like being a gunslinger who wants to key into destructive weapons.
I didn't know
or
about
rogue
map
who wants
size.
to alpha strike their
They're like,
enemy
all this
before they
shit
know
is
what
really
hit them.
cool and all.
we also allow for a lot
like,
of
I love
fun and
this shit,
experimental
but
builds.
like that, my biggest issue is
You can be a
still with
mad
like map
scientist
and
who
level
utilizes
design for the full
gadgets and
game.
wacky science weapons
Not
and
the
armors.
combat.
Or even a psychopath who gains permanent bonuses to health by murdering their friends.
Nothing shows the impact of these character build options better than, in my opinion, the bridge area, which has a quest you get early on in Paradise Island.
Also, the whole thing is like moving from, you know, top down to, you
Not
know,
only
full
do you kind of
person
encounter this
probably
very
doesn't
early, and
help
it's a very
either.
core one to the story, but it really expresses
Depends, once
our
again, depending on how
philosophy
the
of allowing
engine is
player
set
to
up.
solve problems in a bunch of
Which
ways.
I imagine probably the same engine as this, White, I imagine.
So you may solve it by
if it like the own
speech
engine,
options. You may talk to
obviously
them
all
and
the
maybe
game
have
will
to
be
go do a
using
quest
it.
for them and really kind of prove that you're a
But like I
friend
said,
of the
I have
Protectorate
no
to
idea
get
what
by.
engine they
I
use.
may have need of your help, stranger. If you are ready to seize an
Because I wouldn't doubt
opportunity
it
to
being
show
like
fealty to
a in-house engine for that. Because even
You
there,
could go
you
guns
look at the
blazing,
lighting
you
and
could just
stuff.
take everyone out inside
Like,
the POI, lower the
it
bridge
did not
itself, and
feel
kinda
like
get across.
Unreal. Like the way everything like animating and lighting, it did not feel like Unreal at all.
You could sneak in.
Well, not Unreal
lower
5
the bridge, and then
anyway.
actually sneak in under the bridge to get over to the other side.
Wait, no, I paid attention. Yeah, I know you're talking about that. I'm just saying for this, it's like, I'm wondering if this also Unreal or not. I'm just saying an example, the whole like changing in lighting. It's like, I wonder if a Valve used the same engine as this.
Like the shield gadget that protects you from
Or there's
poison
like a
gas as you
different
go
engine than what a
across.
Valve did.
Or the double jump boots, which kind of allow you to jump across the
Because like I
chasm
said, it
and
did
get
not
across
feel
that
like
way.
Unreal to me. If this is Unreal, this
There's
is like
even a
Unreal
really
4,
kind of
not
messed up way,
5.
right? Which is players can actually sacrifice one of their companions. The companion who they just found is part of.
We're no different than the Breeze if we
Wait,
start
what?
tossing our own to the rats. I sure as law ain't gonna follow someone who can't see the wrong in it.
I'm gonna look
I
this
must
up. What
admit,
engine
I'm
was a
surprised we
Valve?
could come to an understanding. But I thank you for your loyalty.
Also, can you
stranger.
mortal just random
As
NPC that
promised,
join your team?
We shall have clearance to cross this bridge.
It's such a fun
Was
quest,
it
but
5?
again, it really showcases
Oh, no, it
that
did
we
use
want you to
Unreal
be able
5.
to solve this in
Yeah.
whatever way you want to. When you build your character your
Yeah,
way,
a
we're there
Valve
for you.
by
We really want you to have the
by
experience
the
that you wanna
documentation,
have out
like
of
yeah,
this.
a Valve was using Unreal 5, so that means they were like an early adapt to Unreal
Discussions about
5,
the Outer Worlds,
which
we
also
really
probably
knew
did
we
not
wanted
help.
every game to take place in a different colony. This lets us expand on all aspects of the universe. Every colony can be its own thing with its own flavor, and we can center them around anything we want. Any ideas or setting we're interested in. Arcadia is an isolated colony with abundant resources, and it's run by an authoritarian faction called the Protectorate. Their dictatorship is thematically based around the question of how much freedom
Yeah,
people
because
will give up
Obsidian
for
kind of
security
have
and
always
luxury.
walked in the window of
Protectorate
like,
subjects, unfortunately, that
you know,
answers everything.
fantasy and sci-fi. Because you could argue
The
that
Protectorate is
Fallout
also
technically
incredibly
was
wealthy because it
apocalyptic
was founded by
sci-fi
the inventor of
technically.
the skip drives, which are the Outer World's faster-than-light engines. But those skip drives are starting to cause rifts
Oh, no,
in
no,
space-time,
no,
which are
Valve was
cutting off
literally
all the other
Unreal.
colonies on Earth from being able to trade with each other. The Order of the Ascendant is an offshoot of the Order of Scientific Inquiry from the original game, and like them are a science-based religion with the same goal of solving the universal equation, which will allow them to predict and alter the future to the benefit of all
Oh my
mankind.
god, my mouse is breaking,
They used to be
chat.
part of the Protectorate, but they split off to focus
My
on
ba-
solving
my
the
mouse, it
equation
won't,
for
like,
the good
double
of
and
everyone,
triple kick. I
not
can't
as a way to
highlight
simply
shit
control
right
the
now.
masses. The player's been sent to Arcadia as an Earth
My
director
normal
agent to find
issue
out
I
how
have
the
with
skip drives
mouse
are
is it
causing the
coming
rifts
to
and what can be done to
will
stop them.
coming wheel with it.
Each
mouse.
of the factions
There
have
we
their
go.
own solutions to the rift problem and their own goals. The Protectorate wants to close them to protect their legacy as the inventor of the drives and their wealth. The Order wants to close them not only for the good of
Oh, yeah.
everyone, but also because they're complicating the math they're using to solve the universal equation. And Antes just wants to be able to open and close them at will to control
Yeah,
all
a
the trade
Valve
routes between
game
the colonies.
engine. Yeah,
In addition to
engine,
expanding
Unreal
the themes
Engine
and lore of the
5.
Outer Worlds, we're also expanding the humor, so each faction has its
So,
own
yeah,
flavor
Unreal
of
5
absurdity.
for
Andy's Choice is a merger between Anti-Cleo and Spacer's
for
Choice
Valve.
from the original game, and there are corporate representatives in the Outer Worlds
So.
too. They've invaded Arcadia to liberate their resources for all of humanity, at a profit, of course.
One of my favorite things from Fallout New Vegas is the radio system. It was just iconic for me, and I wanted to make sure that the Outer Worlds 2 had that. So we actually built out
But
3
yeah,
different
like,
radio stations.
like I
one
was
for each
saying,
of the
like
major
a Valve
factions.
looked like
We
Unreal
also
5.
have a ton of music.
This looked like
Each station
at
might
best
have, like, I
Unreal
think 20
4.
tracks of unique music that we've made for it. It's a lot of stuff. But the really cool part about this entire thing is that we actually put a lot of reactivity into the radio. So it will respond to the things that are going on around the world that you've been interacting with. So if you go into a location, let's say you solve a problem for the Protectorate folks.
Yeah, so they're doing the same shit that Fallout did with the whole like updating. Like Fallout 3 did that well.
Wonderful news, everyone.
Like when you do certain stuff, it will react to you.
Strongly believed to be caused by
Yeah, Tony Hawk it on Will as well.
Have been corrected.
I don't think it's 5. I think it's 4, but yes, it is on Will.
I don't play video games no more. I never play video games.
I've been playing Tony Hawk at some
I don't know how
point.
many years on this earth I got left. I'm gonna get real weird with it.
The factions and companions are great examples of how we're going deeper and more complex this time around. They're integrated into the game's storyline much more than we did on the first Outer Worlds, and like with everything else in the game, they have a lot more reactivity. There are 6 companions in the Outer Worlds too. As usual, each has their own quest lines, but this time they're also connected to a different faction and have character arcs that the player can affect through their choices. Your first companion is
I don't normally get like super excited or super hyped for games. I'm jaded to the old
or to turn his back on the Earth Directorate completely. There's also a somewhat cute automech support drone that is basically Niles' helper. Her name is Val. Marisol is part of the Order of the Ascendant, and she's an aging but still deadly assassin. That's right, she's a deadly mathematician who may or may not have some unfinished business to attend to with the player's help. There's also a cultist named Azza, who is part of a sub-faction that worships the Rifts.
She's gonna be the wife,
in general. You can choose to either turn her away from
we need a character like I think it was the lady you pick up on the 4th planet.
At one time, Auntie's Choice had a program to craft soldiers with
engineer lady that you had to help get her laid.
It didn't quite work.
Like she was still my favorite character in the last game.
There's a combat medic who survived, however, named Inez, and she wants the player to help her fix her graft, among other things. Finally, there's Tristan. He's a protected arbiter who is judge, jury, and executioner all rolled into one heavily armored package. It is
he does got like, what is happening?
Or show him what true
Good job,
justice
Jack.
looks
Good
like.
job on the Josh upgrade.
We definitely have reactivity in the game based on how you've been treating your companions. I won't reveal the end of the game, but let's say if you have not been treating them well, you will find out at the end of the game what that means.
They gotta kill you, chat.
Companions are a very, very important part of merchandising because that's the real beauty of the
Damn
sequel.
white
We're
it
talking
is.
merch, baby. It is the
Buy your
lifeblood.
Luna
It is what
plushies right now,
fuels
chat.
us. Do you want to see some of my ideas? Hop, hop. Check this out. Gen Alpha loves body pillows, especially ones that look like human beings for some reason, right?
I hate to break it to you, that's not Alpha.
When you could have a knife
That's just anime fan bleeding down to them children.
What do they do with them when they get them, huh? Maybe a little napping.
Don't nap
Maybe a
now.
little
Like I have
snuggling.
way
Maybe a little-
too many body pillows behind me, chat.
This is disgusting.
Don't one day I'm gonna show you
Visuals
Sam
of
like
the first
hentai
Outer
body
Worlds
pillow
depicted a
collection.
frontier colony in space.
One day.
In
this house, you could be penises. That's all that I can see.
Of the Arcadia colony system by Auntie's Choice, which shifts the visuals to be more reminiscent of a World War I-like setting in space. That evolution is seen across
Oh God, we
all
got
aspects
Trent
of the
feet,
game,
chat.
starting with the factions. How do you militarize everything,
flame
including extreme capitalists or
calls
math-crazed
me.
scientists?
Not
In a World War I
spice,
setting,
warm
war comes with
fires,
propaganda.
pumpkin
The
spice.
sovereign uses it to maintain
I'm just saying,
control.
Sam got a
It's
lot
uses
of
it to
anime
help their
boy
bottom
dick
line.
body
The Order
pillows.
just wants to show how it exists within the grand plan. We want players to feel like Arcadia is a living, breathing place scarred by a long-standing war. Fairfield, one of the first towns
You know,
to
one
encounter,
day,
was once under
Chad, we need to
protectorate
build like a
control,
proper
but
set
has recently
behind
been
me.
taken over by
Gay is
Auntie's
in,
Choice.
gay is off.
They don't just
Exactly, that's the point.
Their signature style.
I got the cat heels on. I've been just leaving them on.
And adding propaganda-based
They all on.
holograms featuring Auntie and the Moon Man.
But yeah, one of these days I'm gonna like
Showing
build a
the towns
background. I'm gonna put
evolving
all
after the
Sam
invasion
hentai boy
helps us
behind
push
me, and then
immersion
we can
for our
put sticky
players.
notes over the penises.
One of our priorities
That's what
in
we're gonna
visually
do,
realizing
chap.
the world of the Outer Worlds 2 was making sure everything is clear and recognizable from the player's
That way we don't get
standpoint.
banned on
We want to
Twitch.
make sure each faction has a particular look and design.
Sadly, some of them
when the
gonna
players
take
running
probably 3
across
to
these
4
vast,
sticky notes to
different
couple them up.
environments and
So
landscapes, they're recognizing the motifs and visuals of who they're talking to, what they're going to be talking about, and how that progresses throughout the story. The first Outer Worlds was really about player interfacing with corporations. And while we have that in the Outer Worlds 2,
Okay, we got
really
30
want to
minutes on
express
PC
not
Game
just the
Mode now.
corporations, but how the player interacts with other facets of the world.
fantastic.
Like government
We got a 30-minute
entities or
countdown
religious
timer happening over there.
and then we elaborate on those.
With larger environments, we wanted to encourage exploration by improving player mobility across the board. Now you can run, slide, double jump, mantle, and parkour your way through all of the nooks and crannies of these worlds. It really allows the player to just explore.
Wasn't it
and have
Detroit
fun,
took an
finding
hour
really
of
cool
Valve?
stuff.
We've aimed to make everything in the Outer Worlds 2 better from top to bottom. The RPG elements were the start, but that's touched our story, our art, and especially our gameplay. A good sequel is true to the original. Like, that's first and foremost, right? Like,
they've been showing Pildo Torney in a lot of parts
better in every way. That's what we were trying to do.
We got sequel
we did not need
announcement at the end of this.
We've made enough sequels. We understand how to do this, and I will say, I don't think it's been entirely successful.
I am very proud of the combat improvements we
Well,
have
they didn't
made
admit it.
in
Holy
the Outer Worlds
shit.
2, thanks to my patented combat
That
system.
more than
Maybe
some
thinking to
devs will
yourself,
do.
it can't be that good. Shush, what are you even talking about? You haven't seen it yet. Watch this. Put a helmet on, because I'm about to blow all of your minds with my COMBAT system, combat system. My name is Mark. I'm the head of sequels. Shall we begin? You're thinking, what's C for? C. Capitalize the fact that the people loved the first game. We're going to take those people, we're going to make them buy the sequel, giving out pounds. Quick ones.
But they don't game
Not you,
pads.
Dad. Here we go. What comes after C? O. Optimize for player satisfaction. I am terrified of online
Actually, that's a
gamers.
lie.
Okay,
It optimized for the
I wanna make them happy.
satisfaction
So
of
let's-
investors.
Okay.
Not the player.
Mobilize the players so they're ready for that sweet pre-order. Clap with me. Sweet.
Now we're getting
Don't have
into
rhythm, Brandon, just
marketing.
say it. Sweet pre-order. Everybody has a different rhythm, and it's blowing mine. And here we go. B. Burglarize. What is this? It's basically just finding new ways to loot dead bodies. You know what I mean?
Also known as
Right?
corpses of the player and a credit
Okay,
card
well, it's a big
debt.
part of the game. A, you got to agonize about how many people are going to be angry that we have just put so much combat into this thing and almost no romance at all. We should
Again,
look at
where he said,
ourselves.
"Oh, not
What is
enough
wrong with
ass
us?
or boobs in this."
We can't have one love
for
story
the
in this?
internet.
How many people have been in love? Raise your hands. Raise your hand if you're in love. Okay, are you lying?
I have a wife.
Put your hand down. T.
God, I'm
French,
happy. I'm happy
that
we're
means two.
getting all,
I think that means 3.
Okay, you're getting ahead of yourself.
you know, at least we're getting all the bubble
And how do we end
vibe
it?
out of this.
Anything is possible. And we've established that we're the best there is, and there's no sequel better than us. And if I could just say one more thing, thank you very much. I know I've kind of changed the world of video games today.
For the Outer Worlds 2, we wanted to improve gunplay in every way. We focused on improving the feel of each weapon,
Troy,
the way a weapon
make
snaps
sure to
with
rack
ADS,
up the credit
way
card
recoil
debit
kills
before
when
you
firing,
croak.
and how impactful our sound effects really
Dude,
sell the weapon's fantasy.
I'm already there.
Things like
I'm
how
already
reload
like
animation can add a lot of character to each weapon.
$6,300 in debt for medical stuff. Don't you worry, I'm American. I know how credit cards work.
We have things like the Bourse Blaster.
And
that fires
Dad,
out
I'm
tumors
American,
that can
for God's
explode
sake.
like grenades. Or can even be eaten by the player for additional health.
Okay, that kind of neat.
We have a weapon
That
called
nice little
Rookie's
touch.
Reward that will actually
This
level
is the
up
shit I
the
was talking
more
about
you
we need
use
in
it throughout
fantasy
the game.
dolls. Just like get a weapon that do
Every time it
auto
levels
stuff
up,
and
it's got
just
fun
damage.
fanfare where it's like shooting out confetti and it's got a fun little setup. We have a really fun weapon called the pop-up gun.
I feel
Fires
like they
out
are coming
drones that will distract your
for they're
enemies
coming
with
for Wendy
corporate ads,
Pitbull on
slogans,
David
and
Epps.
jingles. While your enemies are distracted, you can focus fire on them or explode these drones for additional damage. New to the
We
Outer
don't
Worlds
need
2
buy
are throw
or
weapons. So you can
Borderland
use
4
frag
now,
grenades to
champ.
flush out enemies,
We got it
smoke
at
grenades
home
to
in
camouflage
Outer
and
War
escape,
2.
distraction devices to bait enemies into a stealth attack, and even science grenades that will levitate enemies, allowing you to fire upon them while they float helplessly.
Yeah, I didn't realize something, chat. It just dawned on me because of that
And
ability.
Of course,
We did
science
not
weapons
see
are
anything
back.
from
We have returning favorites, like the shrink ray. This time it's been
Oh,
upgraded
God,
so you can shrink your enemy down to the size of a sprat.
From
and
Wimity
run
at
over
all.
them, exploding them into bits.
Because don't forget, the new control game comes out in like
that was probably my favorite
a week,
one from the first
week
game.
and a
So we
half.
brought it into the second game, but we
I
improved
wonder
it,
if it's
though.
because
So
of the
instead
whole
of
situation with
shrinking your
Epic and
enemies
why
for
we
a
haven't
short
seen
period of
that.
time and
That
having
we
them re-expand. This time they stay shrunk, and we actually added in the ability to step on them and kind of squish them and kick them because we knew that was the player fantasy.
Man,
knew that's what
they're gonna be
everyone
very
wanted to do.
sad
They
if we
wanted
don't
to
see
step
it at
on
the PC
enemies, they
Game
wanted to
Show.
kick
Now
them.
thinking about it.
So we made sure to double down on that stuff.
Also, they like, hey, we got the technology
In
from
addition to things
Grounded.
like
Here
our
we go.
returning
Let's put it
favorites,
in
we
there.
also have some really fun and unique new science weapons. One of them is called the Armageddon. This one's really cool because it actually shoots out these masses that are like these little arms that will stick to people or cover or all kinds of different things, and they will continue to just hit them
so
until
slow.
they get destroyed.
I can see
And then we
that
have
being
another
useful
one
if you
that's
try and
just
like fighting a
super
small
cool
area with a
called the
boss.
Spectrum
But
Dance
I don't know about
this
normal
is a melee
mob.
weapon that actually lets you attack to a musical beat. And if you continue to do that, you'll actually get additional bonuses each hit you
Chat,
do.
it just
One of my
metal hell
personal
single
favorite weapons
or
is
beat
called
per
the Big
minute.
Bang. It's just a big freaking gun that uses material
Oh,
harvested
we know what
from
that
riffs to
means.
shoot out a giant ball of energy, vaporizing everything.
That is
in its
literally it, the big fucking gun.
Ammo's extremely rare for this weapon, but you can use it in just the right situation to devastating effects.
I gotta admit, like,
Another great one is
they doing some
Gary.
cool shit here
If
with
you
the
wear
RPG
Gary,
stuff.
he will lash out
I-
at your
the
opponents
level
as you're
stuff is
walking
still
into
my
combat. So we
question.
even have science armors, and we've really kind of shown off what we thought was really great for the player from a science perspective.
We're all
I just
about
hope we don't go
letting
to a
people play the
planet
game
and
in
like
their
2 side missions and
There's some
that is.
players who prefer to be immersed in a
I like my
first-person
bigger feel
view,
because that's kind of
taking
how the
all
fourth
the
game
details.
was. It would
But
go
there are
down and
others
within like
who
20,
really
30
prefer
minutes
to
you're
take
done
the
with the whole
world in from
planet
a
and you just leave.
third-person perspective. Why not allow both? Well, now you can swap between the two, letting you enjoy the experience in whatever way you like.
Wait, is it actually a functional third person?
One of the things I really
Yeah, it
like
kinda
about
looked like the
having the
gate.
third-person mode is being able to see all of the fun and unique armors and armor
Because, you know,
combinations and weapons.
in the
that you
last
can equip
game
your
and
player
any of
with.
the potato stuff is like, you know,
all of the actions that you
third
could do
person
in
is
first person, so
questionable
you're
most of the
double jumping
time.
around, you get to see your character in that way, and you get to take in the world and see things in a different light.
The Outer Worlds 2 is really the biggest game we've ever made. Bigger choices, more reactivity, more weapons, more things to find in each of the worlds the players
Yep,
can
they're
visit.
on wheel.
The team has done incredible
Okay, never
work
mind,
bringing
this
The
is on
Outer
wheel
Worlds 2 to
5.
life.
Yep.
And we can't wait for you to play it.
Even though we've always been a multi-project studio,
We need to go back.
this is
I need
gonna
to go
be the
back.
first
I need to
time
see
we've
the
ever
tap
released
bar at the
3
top.
games in 1 year. It feels
Because
amazing
if there
to
was
do.
like
We're
a
so
big
excited
play
for
button
more
in the
people to
center
be
at the
playing our
top,
games.
then it on wheel
It is
4.
truly an exciting
If there was
time
no
here at
big
Obsidian.
button at the top,
We're exploring
it on wheel
worlds big
5.
and small while expanding on
But yeah, it looked like
franchises that
5.
we've created, and we have
What
no
the
plans
Woomo?
to slow down.
What
We hope you
Woomo
all
did we
continue
got,
to come
Wag?
along with us as we do what we do
We only
best,
got 2 more
make your
showcases.
world
What is the
your
Woomo?
way.
No, that's not happening. This is all about Obsidian. We done with the Microsoft stuff. All the whole like overall Microsoft stuff. This is exclusively Obsidian. This is not even the same showcase. This is a different showcase now. So no. Well, Obsidian is secretly making,
we're all about
you know,
the
Elder
best
Scrolls
place to
6.
play,
We're not
which is
seeing it here.
the promise of Xbox. You can play the Outer Worlds 2 on this Xbox, but it may be hard to play it when you're staring at all these beautiful holes. Let's cut that. You can play the Outer Worlds 2 on
Nice.
this Xbox. Oh yeah, now that's Microsoft. Or you
Man,
can
that
take a
thing
phone
is
call on
tiny.
this
I never
Xbox,
realized how
then
tiny
play
the
Outer
S
Worlds
is.
2 right after. Excuse me, I'm getting a call. Hello? What am I doing? I'm playing the Outer Worlds. Hello? Yeah, this is Mark. I didn't know I had jury duty today. You could play the Outer Worlds
Nice.
2 on this Xbox, but it takes 2 people to lug around safely. We're gonna go up to my apartment, okay? And this is an Xbox you actually wear that also plays the Outer Worlds 2.
Yep.
What do you think, Claire?
This is amazing.
Are you playing?
I think so.
Fantastic. So now this is actually not an
Nice.
Xbox, so you cannot play the Outer Worlds 2 on it. Can't play anything on this. I guess bread.
Give them time.
You ever play
If
bread
you
where
can put
take
a
it out of one
fucking
slot,
Doom on
put
a
it in the
freeway,
other? I don't have friends.
give it time,
If
chat.
you pre-order the premium edition now, you'll get early access, which is like a prequel to the sequel, or is launch the sequel to the pre-order, or like, why are any of us alive at any time?
Question we all
Doesn't
ask
matter.
about
Either way,
pre-orders.
my job here is done. It's time for the Grounded 2 portion of the Direct, which
So
is
does that
sorta
verify
like
you're gonna be a
the
physical?
sequel to the Outer Worlds 2 portion of the Direct, which I absolutely just hit a home run with. You know, it's really nice to see my influence go on to other games. Take it away, team.
I do gotta say, going into this just being like, Outer World, whatever, cool. It was like
And
fine.
big exit.
I gotta admit that was not a bad like little showcase. I feel like that one of the better like game Pacific showcase that Microsoft have done. Also, I think the whole like bringing in that comedian at will for what unlike Mental Caffeine.
We're so proud of Grounded.
At night to
What
see
started as a small passion
see
project
everything
to
coming
make a
back
quirky game where
back
you're
to
shrunk down
E3
to
of
the size an
2008
ant,
before
trying to
Mental
survive in the
Caffeine.
backyard, grew into something way bigger than we ever imagined.
The
Over
Phoenix and Rising,
25
champ.
million of you jumped in, explored, built, crafted, and fought off giant bugs together. Y'all helped make
go
the
play
entire
Grounded. It's really
experience
good, Chad.
very special to us. The team's been cooking up a ton for Grounded 2, and we're so excited to talk about it. And to grease some palms to steal a bit of time from the direct to give you a deeper look. There were so many possibilities and ideas that didn't make it into the first game. So with the sequel, we have the chance to dream bigger.
Other than all
To achieve
point,
those
go
dreams,
into
we
it.
partnered with the amazing folks at Eidos Montreal. Together, we're taking Grounded from the backyard to an even larger world, the Brook Hollow Community Park.
He'll it all like crossover between companies stuff, don't they? Come
When we started
to the
working on
forefront.
Grounded 2, we knew that we wanted to make a bigger world. Fortunately for us, Eidos Montreal became our main partner on developing Grounded 2. They have a lot of similarities to the sorts of things that are important to us at Obsidian.
Okay.
They tend to make very narratively
We
strong
talking
games.
about
They
structural,
make games
not
with really
what they
deep
make.
characters
Got
and
it.
great character progression. They make games with great gameplay.
Everyone at Eidos Montreal is thrilled and honored to be working with Obsidian Entertainment.
You know,
Our two
it's
studios
magical what can
share
happen
a
when you
lot
tell
of
Chloe to the
DNA.
fuck off and buy your
Same things
company
that are
back,
important to
huh?
Obsidian Entertainment are important to us. Choice and
Actually, now
consequences,
think about
clear
no, hang on.
communities, and
Did they
doing
buy?
justice to
I don't remember. Did
great
they buy
IPs
them
and
company
great
back from
franchises.
Chloe or did they
The
buy them
fact that
company
we're
back
the first
from
partners that they're working with to make a
Embracer?
sequel to their franchise feels
I think it might have
like
been
we're an
Embracer,
important
if
part
I
of their
remember
history.
right.
The events of Grounded 2 take place
Either
2
way,
years
whichever,
after the first
you
game.
know.
The same 4 teenagers are returning.
So there's Max, Hoops,
God, he gonna sup with these children
Willow.
that have to deal with this shit for a second time.
And Pete.
And Honey Shrunk the Kids all
They're
over
a couple
again.
years older, which means they've gone through a bit more high school, a bit more mature. It's 1992. The world's a little bit different, but we're still in that fun, nostalgic era of the early 1990s. In Grounded 2, we're moving the
Back
action
when we all
out of
had
the
hopes and
backyard
dreams.
and into the Brook Hollow Community Park. Not only is it bigger, it allows us to tell a lot more stories and expand the world of Grounded by exploring what the community of Brook Hollow has been up to and what they've been through.
The park overall is about 3 times the size of the backyard, and our initial starting area is actually the same size as the entire backyard from the first Grounded.
Oh God,
The
that is
reason we wanted
that
to
set
move
the
into
tone.
the park wasn't just to create a bigger world, but was to give us the opportunity to explore the community of Brook Hollow and what secrets have they been hiding.
That was the main thing I was really impressed
love
by
and
playing
what we're
Grounded,
excited
how
about
much
in
like
terms of the park
actual story
the
is in
opportunity
it.
to create environments and landmarks
But you know,
that
we
are
don't exactly get that
mundane
much
at
story
normal
in
size,
survival games
but are
usually.
colossal wonders when you're the size
Especially
of an
that
ant.
kind of survival game.
Everything from a giant trash can to a community picnic table or a snack bar. All of these areas come to life in a brand new way.
Part of the fun in Grounded 2 is that the park was evacuated really quickly right before our teens were shrunk. And that means that the park has been sort of turned upside down and is in a topsy-turvy state. And
That
that
thing gonna eat up,
leads
champ.
to really fun environmental storytelling, but it also leads into the creation of amazing biomes for our characters to explore. One of my favorite examples of this is the ice cream cart. In all of the commotion, the ice cream vendor's cart has been knocked over and its contents have spilled out into the ground. And what this
We ice
means
cream
for
champ.
our young adventurers is that they'll be able to explore this frozen cave of interesting challenges and colorful Lovecraftian horror.
Don't say that.
We have one anthill that's actually somebody decided to bury a bunch of toxic stuff in the park, and so there's all these toxic chemicals under the ground. The environment
Seems
looks very
about right
cool,
for
very
the state
spooky
government.
with all of these sort of chemical pools, and of course nothing can live down there except for one type of insect, the cockroach.
I'm
We're
allergic,
oftentimes
chap.
reinventing environments.
They're
when in
not good, I'm
future
allergic to
updates, You're going to
roaches.
see a ton of new stuff. You do a lot of fighting against insects of all shapes and sizes. We didn't just want it to look better, we also knew we wanted to add a new layer of strategy.
Also, did we do have the thing to turn the vitals into non-vitals?
Animations or adjusting attack or defense numbers or making characters or insects move faster or slower. But we did all that too, but there's also an entire sort of rock, paper, scissors strategy involving light attacks, heavy attacks, and blocking. We've also added dashing as a new way to both get out of danger quickly or jump in for a quick attack.
Yeah, the combat in the fourth game was like passable at
all
best.
the insects in the game will have these abilities
like
now
Oblivion
too.
type
Sort of
shit. You
like
just
a
waving
chess
your
match,
sword.
but one that's super frenetic.
And then may die.
Looks super cool.
No Oblivion, no more one though, but.
And is ultimately just a ton of fun. We're leaning into clear play styles for tanky warriors, low defense, high
So we are
rogues,
wanting really hard more into RPG territory here, huh? I guess that would make sense. Like you fucking nailed the survival part of the game, so like start doing classes
and there are weapons and armors that favor different play styles. In Grounded 2, not only will there be passive mutations, but there will also be active mutations. And a lot of those mutations support these archetypes.
My favorite way to play pretty much any game is chasing after those game-breaking builds. And that's why I'm so excited for what we're doing with archetypes in Grounded 2. I'm all in on the rogue. Now, you can even dual-wield daggers. I've been dialing in this glass cannon build that stacks ambush, assassin, and cardiofan mutations with the wolfbane daggers and the wolf spider armor. It lets me open up combat with massive backstab damage.
Oh my god, we can do stealth kills now.
Extra stamina to reposition and try to dodge, rinse, and repeat.
Yeah, I think the other parts of Obsidian and don't know about from their franchise.
The best way. I'm looking forward to seeing what wild combos the community comes up with and what they inevitably break once they get their hands on the archetype system.
Man, it does look good though.
It's awesome watching it evolve with player feedback and watching us try to keep up.
Yeah, because originally it was like survival game with like light RPG mechanics, but with like a Obsidian story
and everything in between.
and character writing, which Obsidian I've always been good at.
You'd know that I'm neither.
But like, yeah, this is leaning way more into making Oblivion survival game.
The term harvester. I love going out, hitting things, and
we getting like Elder Scrolls. Elder Scrolls had a baby with like.
This lady looks like the girl in Bob's Burgers.
Playing together.
Oh fuck! I can't unsee that now.
We're
God
also
damn
trying
it!
to make sure that armor and equipment are easily understood by the
I wonder
player,
if that was on
especially when they're
purpose.
playing co-op with their friends.
I wonder if that legit was done on purpose.
It was really, really important for us to deliver on all of that for the bigger space and experience, because that was the only way we could truly support the feature the community has been asking for since the very first Grounded release. Mounts.
Wait, I thought we had mounts. Did we not?
We call them buggies. Have an entire suite of moves
nice pun,
and have their own
bud.
special abilities and attacks.
We really wanted
I thought that's something that got added in like one of the last updates.
Every way possible.
Yeah, I played the Grounded one. I played it when it only outside. I haven't played it since with 1.0.
All the core pillars.
But I played it when it went into all the outset because it was a survival game, so of
travel.
course I played it.
That has gameplay
If I was able to, and in that case I was because it was on consoles. But
building as well.
yeah, I really like
Just like how we
Grounded
wanted
1.
to expand on
Like there was some
play
stuff in
styles throughout
Grounded
the game.
1 that
We're
a
gonna
lot
make
of
sure
survival
that
games still
everybody
haven't
that we
adopted
add has
that
its
is
own
like fairly
personality.
useful.
The Red Ant Soldier can enlist up to 2 Red Ant workers.
But yeah, we
to
played
follow you around and help
Grounded,
you
what
out.
was that?
If you get into combat,
2000, 2001. I think it was like 2001, right? When it came out.
And they'll fight right alongside you.
But yeah, I
and provide
really
support.
like Grounded.
The Orb Weaver buggies are a little less useful when it comes to general utility, like building a base.
Because I would say over the last few years, Grounded was probably the most surprising game I played. Because, you know, I went into it being like, it's survival stuff. And then I very quickly realized, like, oh, no, this is an Obsidian game. Yeah, with like the character, the story, the writing, the classes, the lore.
And entangle other creatures. So the Orb Weavers won't be your base building buggy. You should use the Red Ant Soldier for that. But they're super fun for exploration and combat. Red Ant Soldiers and Orb Weaver Spiders will be available at game preview launch.
To be honest, that's how I am about a lot of like early asset games,
with.
like survival games. Like for example, I did it with Valheim as well. I put in almost 200 hours into Valheim when it first came out, and I haven't touched it since.
Pretty much from day one, we knew we wanted
outside
to
of like a couple minutes here and there. I never did like a serious playthrough again.
It comes with
because I'm waiting for 1.0.
Like, the game's not done and it's out to the world. But there's so
got a
much
head on
value
the back
in
of
building
your
it
head.
alongside the community.
But yeah, most of the time with these survival games, they'll do like all the assets. If I can play it, like for example with that,
change how you
I will probably play this. We will probably do
navigate
1 or 2 streams of it, and then I won't touch it again for like however many years they're gonna take
What we're
to
doing
finish
with
it.
Grounded 2 is we're actually keeping zip lines held back
So-
so we can see how players engage with buggies, and then we can tweak zip lines to bring them back over time to really complement that buggy experience.
Leave the compliment
and
while
make
commenting on
exploring
why
the
it's up getting
far more
removed.
fun. That kind of feedback
But-
loop helped shape the original Grounded,
But
and
yeah.
we wanted to shape the design for Brook Hollow Park, archetypes, buggies, all of it. We also learned a lot from that first time around. One thing that stood out immediately, players blaze through our content, especially the story. That makes sense. Story, characters, world building, that's kind of Obsidian's thing. It's the flavor we bring to the survival genre. So
Yeah.
this time, we're starting with a much bigger baseline.
There's been an explosion.
But yeah, they're probably like out of the Microsoft showcase. This is probably the best thing they showed so far, or the most interesting to me personally.
Were miniaturized against their will.
One of our favorite parts of the first
God, I
game
can't
was
unsee
watching
it.
the
I can't
community
fucking unsee it.
uncover
Why? God
clues
damn it.
and spin up theories. This time around, we're leaning even more into that, and we'll be keeping a close eye on what our players discover and how they interpret it. Because you never know what might inspire us as development moves forward.
We really started to hit our
All the
groove
GDC
at the
and
end
Walking
of Grounded
Dead.
1. We found that being open about what we were planning
If you know,
and
you
then
know.
following through was key to building trust with the community. As a small team, we had to experiment with update pacing and scope, and what we found resonated the most with all of you were bigger, beefier updates, even if it took us a little longer to land. So, that's the plan. Larger, more complete updates spaced out just enough so we can take your feedback seriously and make every drop count. You can expect in our big updates new buggies, new biomes, new building pieces, all the good stuff. And we're launching with a public roadmap so everyone knows what to be
Good.
excited about in the future.
All of us at Obsidian Entertainment and IDOS Montreal are super excited about how close we are to letting all of you
Yeah, I'm not
players
surprised they're
get
doing all the
shrunk
access
a
again.
second
Because I
time
kind of
and
feel
explore the all-new
like,
park
as far as
on
all the
buggies in
access are
Grounded
concerned,
2. If you're
I
a
feel like the
returning
3
Grounded
games
player,
that have been
we're
the
really
best
looking
with it,
forward to you
as far as like
experiencing all
actually
the
using it to make
If this
good
is your
games,
first time getting Tiny,
is
then all I
Grounded
can tell you
1,
is that a world with an
Hades,
entirely new
and Baldur's Gate
perspective
3.
and an entirely new
So I'm not
feel
surprised they're
awaits
doing
you
all the
in Brook
assets
Hollow
again.
Park. It's time
Since
to
how
ride
successful
together
it was for
and
them.
survive together.
Not only financially, but also mechanically. Like I said, that's the reason I said when it comes out in like a week, we will probably do 1 or 2 streams of it, and then I won't touch it again for like 5 years, or however long it takes to finish it. Because I think they said, what, 27th, I think, was the date on this? Like, literally in like a week. Well, actually, more like a week, more like 2. Oh, July 29th, that was, never mind, a month's out. But, alright. And are we doing Scissor Wheel? Yep, we doing Scissor Wheel time.
We have been expecting you.
But there you go. But yeah, we will probably try the Tony Hawk demo later tonight when I come back. I'll probably do that and then we jump back into Dune. Because I want to know what in that Tony Hawk demo. I want to know.
I'm in. I'm here to even the odds. Any objections?
Oh, I gotta play Cameraman for Sam today. Sam got like a commission thing she needs help with, so I gotta be a cameraman.
Here we go.
So I gotta help Sam do that at I think 5:36. So it's only gonna take roughly about an hour and a half to get done, and then we'll be back. And like I said, we will do Tony Hawk, and then we will jump back into Dune.
Keep your filthy pickers off me.
Yeah. They announced it 16. Final Fantasy Part 1 for 7 and 16 are coming that far. Like I said, I thought they was already there, but you know.
had enough yet?
But yeah, after PC Gaming Show, I gotta go help Sam. Also, none of my theory came out, chat. Like, none of my theory was shown here. I get to lead on the upside. You guys got Silk Song news, and I was right about the handheld, so. Yay, that's something. And there we go. Fbot Showcase is done. Also, I need to switch out my mouse. My mouse is breaking so fucking hard right now. Okay, it can be difficult, chat. Come on, mouse. You got that mouse. Yeah, there we go. God, I do. I need to switch out my mount tonight. Anyway. There we go. Let me reflect this, since obviously we're behind, because I think we got like 5 minutes, right? 3 minutes. We got 3 minutes, chat. So I'm going to get that flipped over. Give me a second.
And then give it away to one lucky viewer.
There we go.
It's so fortuitous.
Also, if you're watching on YouTube, YouTube stream will come down, and it will come right back up.
Why do you think gamers should
So,
build their own PCs?
I'll see you in a bit, YouTube.